Taipei is a complex city, blending tradition with modern conveniences, creativity with history, and innovation with resilience. It's our first time here, so let's experience it together. We share everything you need to know, including prices at the end. I'm Judy.
And I'm Kevin. Welcome back to Finding Gina Marie, where we share our lives as full-time travelers and the connections we make along the way.
The Taiwan airport is physically connected to the mass transit system, so the first thing we did was follow the MRT signs in the airport to the train station counter, selling the EasyCard for the MRT and bus system, which made it super easy to get to our Airbnb.
Yeah, we're going to need a transportation card. We're going to be here for 4 weeks.
If you buy one way ticket and the card together, you can save $5.
Thank you. They said to get these cards for using the metro while we're here, and then these are for the ride into town. We get to use these once, and it was a discount for getting both of these. We love a city with world-class transportation, and Taipei is no disappointment. This is Taipei's main station, which is only about a 10-minute walk from our apartment, which makes it really convenient.
Yeah, we've been really happy with being able to get all different parts of the city without any trouble at all. The trains are running pretty regularly, too.
They're not disciplined like Japan, but no complaints. And right here, we can actually get to the airport really quickly from this station.
The ups and downs that you see here to get into the subway system are by design. Taipei incurs a lot of flooding, especially during the monsoon season, and there's also tsunamis. So it's important that they protect the train infrastructure.
Yeah, we were confused at first. We thought, well, this is inconvenient. If you gotta get up some steps just to go down some steps. But now it makes a lot of sense.
If you want to get around on two wheels, download the app YouBike. It gives you info for finding bike stations and checking availability, or you can bump into one and just decide to ride. Rentals are all around. We use Apple Maps to get around, and they show both the bus and train routing as well. Grab isn't available, but there is Uber here and plenty of yellow taxis. We stayed in the affordable and well-connected Zhongzheng district. It was very close to several historic landmarks, most notably 228 Peace Memorial Park and also the National Taiwan Museum. We appreciated all the green space around us, and we were super close to a major bus stop and train stop at the National Taiwan University Hospital. Taiwan uses the new Taiwan dollar. One thing that's a little confusing is that things cost dollars that you'd expect to be cents. For instance, the washing machine in our Airbnb costs $30 per load, which really is only 93 cents, so you have to take a moment to process that in your head. We've been using our Chase Sapphire Reserve Visa via Apple Pay almost everywhere, and we've only needed cash at the very local food places and at night markets. We had no problem finding and using ATMs. Banks and 7-Eleven stores with ATMs are everywhere. Japan colonized Taipei from 1895 to 1945, and you can see its heavy influences in the food, ramen, sushi, tempura, and tonkatsu, which are everywhere. The train system feels very similar to Japan, but it's not nearly as crowded as Japan. And especially the efficiency, convenience, and ubiquity of a 7-Eleven or Family Mart on every street corner is influenced by Japan.
One thing similar to Japan is these crosswalks that let you split the intersection. Normally a bus isn't right in the way, but, you know, we can walk around this. I really think these should be all over the place. It really saves a lot of time at a signal. So we started off our trip, as always, trying to find a coffee shop that we like, because coffee's critical. And right near us was a Louisa coffee and a 1667 coffee, and a little further away was Notch. We liked them all. They were all great. But we ended up taking the long walk past Taipei main station to Dreamer's Coffee, which is a chain, but it's a really good chain. And the people at this location have been so kind to us.
They've been giving us free food because we keep showing up here, which is very nice. Their food is primarily vegetarian. They also have great baked goods, and that's been a lot of what we've been eating.
Yeah.
I've been eating salads sometimes too.
Taipei has a huge coffee culture with ethically sourced beans, local creative coffee roasting, artisanal brewing methods, and coffee workshops. Many locations are used as co-working spaces.
The scones are warm.
Yeah, they heat the scones. Our friendly staff has helped us. Dreamers have helped us so much during this trip. Thank you so much for all your kind attention.
Stay safe.
We have an entire video coming out next week with all the night markets and foods we tried there, so don't miss it.
So we're at a place called Beef Noodle of the King, and it is very difficult to find. Probably not a place that I would have maybe felt comfortable coming into because it's very local. And
Yeah, because it's in an alley that looks really local.
yes. This is your napkins, which I gotta love.
Look at that bowl.
This is small.
Yeah.
And she really wasn't a fan of having us
Split one.
but so we'll just do our best. It's really good. It is quite tasty. So tender, so tender. That is very spicy. So I see this here, and I'll just add a little bit.
That's a lot.
So what do you have there, Kev?
I think mine is the actual just called beef noodles.
Your meat is completely different. It's minced.
Yeah, this is very savory, kind of a not like a gravy, but like a au jus. This is very much comfortable. So I'm really enjoying it, and I don't know if I'll need the extra broth. There's enough. It would count.
Yeah.
It's like 2 meals, right?
Feed a family of 4.
Yeah. Good though.
This second beef noodle restaurant's name, which is in all Chinese characters, is translated as Zhao Qi Wonton King. We arrived after rush hour, so before they gave us a seat, they let us know that they only had one thing left on the menu.
Your choice for tonight was beef noodle spicy or beef noodle spicy.
Yes, they said the lines are the longest after 5. There was no line, but there was also no choice in the food.
Which is fine. We wanted spicy. So.
And this is a big bowl, so wish us luck.
If you leave the main streets, you get on some of the side streets and smaller streets. There's plenty of little restaurants dotting all along them. Don't get to miss those because there's a lot of good stuff up there. Across the street from Taipei Main Station is Caesar Park. And there's a mall down here, which you'll find a lot of malls in this area that have restaurants and shops down there. So if you're looking for some Japanese food, tonkatsu, ramen, a lot of times they're in the underground malls. Check them out. You just have to find the little stairways down.
Our 2 favorite soup dumpling restaurants were Hayoji Water Dumpling Specialty Store, which really is written completely in Chinese, and Dianshu Lu. The atmosphere of each couldn't be more different, though. Hayoji has a very local feel, while Dianshu Lu is extremely upscale. A few locals suggested this place instead of the super crowded, more touristy Din Tai Fu. And dumplings here are called Xiao Long Bao.
This one's the spicy one. Very good flavor. It's spicy seafood. It really is flavorful. A lot of spice, which is kind of nice because the spicy ones we wanted to order, they weren't making tonight. I'm having some spicy ones.
I bet those are the truffle. Said it's a house specialty.
Yeah, the truffles not as flavorful as the seafood ones. Enjoying the spice of that. And truffles okay. I mean, it's a shame they're the most expensive one.
And this is pork and basil. We were hoping for spicy pork, but that's the one that they don't have today.
Basil's nice flavor, but honestly, after having the spicy one, kind of looking forward to more of the spicy ones. So, all good, but so far the spicy one, and we've got some steamed buns that are coming up later.
You can book online, but we were lucky enough to get in without a reservation.
Local dumpling place. We ordered 2 sets of dumplings. You have a ticket. Rate how many of each you want. Found one that had some English on it, which really helped. And Judy got a couple sauces here for us, spicy and just soya. And these look like the shrimp ones. We got some pork ones coming too. And here comes our. See how the spicy is. It's got more kick than I thought it would.
I don't think I could understand that.
That's got more kick than I thought it would. It's also very hot, heat, and spicy.
So how would you rank them?
I don't know, these are great. Very juicy. It's a nice consistency. Like it's really sturdy enough to keep everything together when you take a bite.
It's got 2 different kinds of soup, hot and sour soup, and it has 2 different kinds of dumplings.
Hyoji's pork dumplings were a little dense, so we preferred the shrimp.
A pretty limited menu, but I feel like their secret sauce is
Yeah.
they do dumplings really well and they don't deviate a whole lot.
That's the best way to do it.
And it's crowded, and so you know you're at a place that is popular, tasty.
One of the most exciting things we did in Taipei was not something that we had planned to do at all, and that was to experience an earthquake here. We have an entire video you might want to watch talking about helping to plan and prepare for natural disasters while you're traveling, if you want to check that out below. Taipei 101 may not be the tallest skyscraper anymore. It was for a time, but it's still pretty cool. It's designed to resemble a gigantic bamboo stalk, a symbol of everlasting strength in Chinese culture, and consists of 8 segments of 8 floors each. The number 8 is associated with prosperity and luck in Chinese traditions.
So you bought your tickets online, right?
Well, I used the Klook app and I got a small discount. So I think that they would normally be $20 a person, and I got them for $38 and change for both of us.
Nice.
So not much of a discount, but Klook has a lot of coupons that you can get, so it can be worthwhile.
You're buying the tickets here at Taipei 101. On the 5th floor, there is a ticket booth that you can go to. And if the ticket lines are long here, you don't want to wait, you can go to the ticket kiosk and basically do the same thing.
The elevator to the observation deck on the 89th floor is the 3rd fastest in the world. Climb 84 stories in 37 seconds, starting from the 5th floor. Don't forget to look up and see the light show on the ceiling.
We're walking up to the tuned mass damper, which is what keeps this building from wobbling too much. And this is not it, but he's adorable, isn't he? Wow. That is big.
That is so much bigger than I expected.
I've seen videos of it, but it's just so impressive in person.
Didn't expect it to be this huge, but of course it would be.
Of course.
Our observatory tickets gave us access to floors 88 through 91. You can see how close to the top we are here. For more money, you can spend an hour inside floor 101. And if you're willing to shell out even more additional cash, you can get unobstructed outdoor views on the 101st floor, but you need to be strapped to a harness. If you can stand the crowds, Taipei is an epic place to visit for New Year's Eve. The building features LED lights, and with added fireworks, it creates a spectacular light show.
The exit queue is short today, just a few people ahead of us. Okay, well there's the queue for the elevator going up. Not too bad today.
Vanilla? Yes, just one? Just one.
Great. Thank you.
Stay safe. See what it looks like. Oh, very pretty. Ice cream too.
So our daughter found this place when we were in Japan, and it was fabulous. And I'd wished that I had come across it sooner. So the fact that they have it here, I'm definitely going to enjoy one. Really creamy and delicious.
That's good?
I would say so.
Yeah.
That is really a deep chocolate.
Taipei 101 Mall is known for its ultra high-end luxury shopping experience, upscale restaurants, and exclusive whiskey bar. Our Airbnb location meant we passed by 228 Peace Park nearly every day. It was originally built during the Japanese colonial rule in the early 20th century and named Taipei New Park. But its role pivoted toward memorializing the people who lost their lives in the 228 incident in 1947. The name 228 comes from the date, February 28th. It was a violent suppression against anti-government uprising that ended with thousands of people being killed and severe political repression. This event significantly influenced Taiwan's journey toward democracy.
So the stone footpath. Pop off those shoes, Judy. We'll walk on this path, which definitely will give you some acupressure.
Okay, I'm gonna win.
Spicy.
Very spicy. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, I think I'm done. How does it feel, Tosh? I'm not even going for it. No.
We've walked back and forth for an entire month past this National Taiwan Museum, and we've only got a few days left, and we're finally going inside. Regular ticket, just $30.
Pretty. Oh, I love that. It's gorgeous.
The oldest museum in Taiwan is the National Taiwan Museum. It's housed in two buildings, one across the street from the other. The main building is the oldest museum in Taiwan. We only made it to the main building, but we wish we would have had time for both. It's a first-rate museum with really well-done exhibits, including an interactive area in the basement for children. One of the first things we noticed is how beautiful it is, and also how well designed and maintained the spaces are. I was fascinated by the explanations about the formation of Taiwan and its geological diversity. You can see the diversity of its various life forms as well. There are plants, insects, and certain mammals that aren't found anywhere else in the world. There are 16 officially recognized indigenous peoples in Taiwan who have inhabited Taiwan for thousands of years, and the museum features many of them. Our next stop was to check out Liberty Square, which is a large public square used for major national and cultural performances that was built to symbolize peace, freedom, and democracy.
This building behind us is exquisite. It's so much bigger in real life than I could imagine. We saw it from super far away, and I thought, what is that big building that looks like a temple? It's not.
The National Concert Hall. And across from it is an equally large building, and that is the National Theater. So we walked into this square, and it comes with this beautiful gate in the beginning. And then you get these...
Which is humongous.
Yeah, it's huge in its own right. You get these two big buildings for the theater, concert hall, and back there is the memorial as we get dizzy.
Yeah.
Well, we have to walk a long way to get to the memorial. It looks small from here, but it really is.
It's so big.
Also. Okay, we walked for a bit. Now we're closer to the monument. It's still massive. It doesn't even look as big in this video as it should. It's a lot of steps up.
I'm going to count them.
The Memorial Hall honors the polarizing leader Chiang Kai-shek for his role in developing Taiwan and maintaining its separate identity from Communist China. Every hour on the hour is a changing of the guard ceremony, but our timing never worked out to see it. The official count is 83 stairs, and there's 3 platforms that allow you to break some of the tension in your knees from just going up and up.
And definitely worth the walk up.
Inside the memorial are shops and restaurants if you want a meal, drink, or souvenir. We're on our way to the 1914 Creative Park, and I don't know, the bus schedule doesn't run on time, so either it was late or we were early, but whatever.
It's not Tokyo.
It would be just as easy for us to walk now, so that's what we're heading to do.
I have no idea what this building is, but it certainly looks fancy. It's got a gate in front of it.
Sandao. Thank you so much.
Hey. Shay. Okay, one of the guards told Judy that The temple's on the second floor.
It's one of the largest and most prominent Buddhist temples in the city. Oh wow, it's beautiful.
So you could kind of see from all of the chairs that are inside that not only is this a place of worship, but it's also a place that is sponsoring Buddhist and Chinese culture. It's doing educational work, and there's also meditation that happens here as well.
Yeah, and it's not exactly like the temples we've seen in other countries where shoes have to come off, shoulders have to be covered. This is more businesslike.
Right, yeah, I was quite surprised that we didn't have to take off our shoes. Huashan 1948 Creative Park is a former winery and sake distillery that has been repurposed. You can find art exhibitions here, music concerts, shop for unique souvenirs.
To Mona Lisa. Oh, girl with a pearl earring.
Pearl earring, all the great art.
I didn't realize you could make these yourself.
And catch pop-up art installations. If you're visiting, just do a Google search to see what's happening in the city. There's even indie films that are screened here from local and even international filmmakers.
Okay, so I didn't originally notice this, and I'm ashamed of myself. This Snoopy exhibit is inclusive of Van Gogh, one of my absolute favorite artists. Here's another wall with sunflowers on it. This is making my heart happy. Oh, and Monet over here.
Another repurposed industrial site we recommend visiting is Songshan Cultural and Creative Park, which is a former tobacco factory. Its current purpose is to spark creativity and innovation. One of our favorite things here is called Trash Kitchen. It's not food related at all. This upcycling shop allows you to bring in certain types of trash and book a workshop to convert them to useful household items. They also have upcycled items you can buy. Design Pin is a cool shop with a lot of interesting innovations as well. I got a crossbody bag to hold my cell phone while we were here. But they have a bunch of interesting creative areas and exhibits you can walk through during your visit.
Oh yeah, all the stars are very sparkly. Kind of like having a little psychedelic moment here. Is that a penguin I see? Two? Oh, I found a penguin. Found a real one. Well, not real, I mean a real statue.
Before we talk about prices, we're excited to share that we've started our own absolutely free community forum that we are calling La Familia. You can ask questions about trip planning and all things related to travel here. A video with the details is linked in the description below.
So let's look at how much we spent in Taiwan.
Our Zhongzhang District Airbnb apartment for a month cost us $1,293.38, or $43.11 per night. We got a free cleaning midway through our stay, but that could have been compensation from the earthquake here. The EasyCard for the MRT and bus system cost us 445 NT apiece, and that included one card that cost 100 NT, with 200 NT loaded for train travel and buses, plus a one-way token for the airport express train to the main station worth 150 NT. Two people riding up to the 89th floor of Taipei 101 cost $35.78 US. 30 NT per person is the entry cost to get into both the National Taiwan Museum main museum and the Land Bank exhibition building across the street. Our meal with two different types of bowls from Beef Noodle of the King was only 235 NT for both of us. An order of 10 shrimp dumplings at Hyoji Water Dumpling Specialty Store were 90 NT, and their shrimp dumpling soup was 110 NT, which filled us both up. Truffle soup dumplings at Dianshu Lu were 400 NT. Their spicy shrimp were 220, and the pork basil were 150 NT. Their small trio of steamed buns with pork were 170 NT. Zhao Ki Wonton King Cornish Spicy Beef Soup was 110 NT. For food at Taipei 101, Kevin's Cappuccino at Cafe D was 150 NT, and my Creamia ice cream also was 150 NT. Tonkin Taipei Station Ramen inside Caesar Park was 710 NT for both of us.
So overall, we've had a really great time here in Taipei, earthquake aside. And so if you've enjoyed this episode, we hope you'll subscribe if you're not already. The best compliment you can give to us is to recommend our videos to your friends and family.
And check out findingginaMarie.com. Got a community forum there, lots of articles and some new stuff. So take a look.
Until next time.
Until next time.